Peace. What's going on, world? Welcome to another Substantial Weekly. Of course, my name is Substantial. Peace to everybody in the chat. Good to see y'all, man. Thank you for your patience today. Definitely a few technical issues behind the scenes, but try to resolve it as quickly as possible. If it's your first time to the channel, please say peace. Go ahead, join us in the chat. Feel free to ask any questions if you got any relating to the project that's out right now and much more. And yeah, man, subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that good stuff. Sharing is caring. We appreciate that around here. Peace to everyone in the chat right now, man. Shout out to JS Rock watching on Twitch. All right, peace. Good morning to you. Good afternoon from where I'm from. Good Friday. Peace. What's going on? Michael left. All right. Soul Tiger, peace. What's going on, fam? Good to see you up in here. C Cruz, peace, family. Good to see you up in here. All right, Warpath, peace, peace, peace. YouTube's popping per usual. All right, Michael Coleman, peace. What's going on, fam? Good to see you. That guy, Frankie, peace, family. My brother, Early Bird, clap it up for Early Bird. Hey, what's going on, bro? Hope you're enjoying your vacation. Man, I will see you in a couple days, all right? And we got San Antonio in the house. That's what's up. Yeah, let us know where you're tuning in from. Good to see where folks are watching in the world, all right? Yeah, man. Lots of things going on. Lots to update y'all on. Let me get these banners flowing across the screen just as those quick reminders. But yeah, man, so much. So much. It's been a crazy few days, man. We're going to talk about the vinyl. The vinyl is here. Y'all can see it behind me right now. We'll talk about that. Take a look, closer look in case y'all haven't seen the videos I already posted. But we'll definitely jump into that in a minute. All right, Seattle in the house. That's what's up. Thank you, man. Glad you liked the shirt. This was something I purchased when I was out in Arizona, performing during the Dream Master Mixtape Festival that my brother Mega Ran put on, which was out in the desert. That was really, really dope. Had a good time. So, repping for him. It got like all the artists and stuff who were featured, including me, my man IQ, who I was on tour with, also Homeboy Sandman and many more. All right. But shout out to Mega Ran and all the fam. All right. Let's see. Let's get into some things, man. Without further ado, let's talk about it. So real quick, the YouTube short or the Instagram reel that I put up, or for those of you who follow me on Twitch, the short clip of a brief clip of my performance at the Hip Hop 50 DMV that happened at the Lincoln Theater. Let me just start out by saying that was an amazing event. Outside of that clip, I don't have a ton of pictures because, I was just, I've been trying to make a conscious effort. I think I mentioned this before, but just making a more conscious effort to be present. If other people capture video and footage and stuff, cool, but I don't always make it a priority. Steph did catch some footage for me while I was performing and stuff, but I don't have a ton of pictures of everyone I kicked it with and chopped it up with. But let me just say this. That was a beautiful night, man. This whole past weekend, celebrating the culture was just really, really amazing. Seeing so many people I haven't seen in a long time. Getting up with folks who, I talk to on the phone fairly frequently, but don't always see in person was super dope. Catching up with homies on the phone who I don't always, we don't always get the talks, but just catching up in general because so much has been going on. It's just been really, really cool, man. And that event that happened was thrown by Words Beats and Life. Shout out to Words Beats and Life. An amazing organization that... amazing organization doing great work in the community for 21 years. Salute to them and for putting on, an amazing event. Yeah, man, so many artists. Shout out to Odyssey. Shout out to his amazing band, Good Company, including the homies John Lane, Unknown, and many more. Also, shout out to my brother Priest the Nomad who killed it. Shout out to YU. I don't know if I've told y'all before, but YU is one of my favorite artists from the DMV. Definitely if you love soulful hip hop, you love hip hop, you love hip hop music with a message, talking about real life stuff, not just, overhyping the usual stuff, but like, you know, real substance, man. Definitely, I highly recommend checking out YU stuff. Shout out to the homie XO who killed it as well. Shout out to Phil Ade, who now goes by Ade, who was there. You know, Nonchalant, hip hop legend. Also, DJ Cool, hip hop legend. Enoch, my brother's Godzilla, my favorite group. You know, and so many more. Shout out to Steph, who was mentioned before, who we were kicking it backstage too. All right, what up, Steph? Clap it up for Steph. All right, that's what's up. But yeah, man, it was an amazing night. Definitely really dope. And yeah, man, it was amazing for a lot of reasons. But one of the realizations I had while I was there was just the fact that I was standing in the legendary Lincoln Theater. You know, which for U Street, you know, like for DC and stuff, what that theater means, the history behind it. And, you know, for me, it was crazy because the last time I was at Lincoln Theater, I was there to watch, I was there to see Nas perform, and Nas was promoting his film, the Illmatic documentary. So we watched the film and then watched him kill it and do a live performance. So yeah, man, just, yeah, just being in that space, knowing what the history of that building, knowing what I've witnessed in that building, and then being on that stage to do what I do in front of a packed out crowd. Venue holds over somewhere between 1,000, 2,000 people, and it was packed out, all in the name of hip hop and celebrating the history of the DMV. So yeah, man, if you were in the area and you were able to attend, thank you for coming out, man. If you weren't, I'm sorry you missed a great one, but yeah, man, more to come. Hey, we got some other cool folks up in here. Shout out to Quintus King. Good to see you up in this joint, fam. Hey, Luna Bunny, clap it up for Luna Bunny. Hope all is well, sis. Always rooting for you. Hope business is going well. Been seeing you killing it per usual. Hope to catch up soon. But yeah, man. Yeah. So I mean, that's all I got on the Hip Hop 50 for the DMV. I'm gonna keep it moving. Also talk about another cool event. Just attended last night, Masters of the Mic concert at Wolf Trap. Man, it was super dope, super dope. Got to see DJ Spinderella. If you've seen me on tour in these last few joints, you've heard me mention Spinderella and Salt and Pepper a lot. You know, shout out to them, man. Grew up on Spinderella and her group, Salt and Pepper. That was super dope seeing her. She killed her DJ set last night. Also, shout out to Roxanne Shante. Roxanne Shante put on an amazing set last night. Did her thing. Hilarious, yo. Didn't know how funny she was. I had the pleasure of meeting her many years ago. She saw me perform at this event that we put on for Cool Herc. When my former manager, shout out to my man O Asiatic, my man Ope, aka Paper Chaser. He used to work with this car magazine many years ago, and they sponsored, you know, fixing up Cool Herc's vehicle, his old car and stuff, and they tricked it out for him and stuff and repaired it and all of that. And so I was a part of that event and performed at the event. It was super dope. But that's where I first met Roxanne Shante. Super cool, man. Just a dope person. Showed mad love and stuff. So watching her do her thing for the first time last night, super dope. For those of you who don't know about Roxanne Shante, man, do your history. Watch the movie that's on Netflix called Roxanne. It's really dope. See her history in terms of hip hop, where she came through. For those who don't know, like she's probably, you know, not necessarily the first lady of rap or hip hop, but like definitely most would consider her the first major woman figure of battle rap. You know what I mean? With her, you know, song Roxanne's Revenge, and she was just known for bodying grown ass men back in the day. Like that's how she came up. So seeing her live, yo, seeing her get busy was super dope. Salute to her. She's hip hop royalty. Also, Big Daddy Kane. Juice Crew was in full effect last night. It was dope. Big Daddy Kane is one of the greatest hip hop performers you'll see. He was no slouch. He probably had the cleanest performance of the night last night. Super dope. Shout out to KRS-One. The mic issue, the clarity was an issue, but like in terms of his energy, he brought out Mad Lion, so that was dope. He killed it, destroyed it per usual. Super dope event. Who else came out last night? Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh bodied it as well. Super dope. Yeah, man, great event all in all. Definitely a great time. But shout out to all of those legendary hip hop acts. Oh, Dougie Fresh brought out Lil Vicious, which was crazy. If you know the song Freaks, then you know what I'm talking about. It was nuts. Yeah, man. Yeah, he went off the head last night. KRS One did. Chris was killing it. It was dope. But yeah, man, always nice to get out and support other hip hop, from the legends to up and coming artists and stuff, man. It's just dope to always be present, be physically present for the culture, and be an active participant, not just online. So that was a great time, man. But yeah, so yeah, definitely when that event comes to your city, worth checking out. It's a great time. All of the DJs were just on point, man. Just playing classic joints. It was super dope. But let's get into some other things. Tone, I see you. What up? Q&5 in the building. Clap it up for Q&5. You know what I mean? Getting right to it. Don't worry. We gonna talk about the vinyl. For the record, for all of them, just in case any of my other friends who helped me work on this record see this video, I'm gonna get you your copy, son. I promise you. Yo, I got back orders from Kickstarter and Bandcamp that probably totaled like close to 200 orders. So I'm doing my best to get the orders out to the people who paid and the people who helped make this project. So I know Tone's just messing with me, but I just want to say it here. I'm actively working on it. And what's crazy is, the AC is out in my office. So it was like 90 plus degrees yesterday, like 94 degrees. And in my office, it actually felt hotter. So I was working on this and then trying to make sure that the vinyl stayed in the area that's cool too. Yo, it was crazy. It was crazy carrying those pallets of vinyl. We're gonna get to the record in a second, but I just wanted to let you know packages are going out. I'm actively doing. I'm on it. I got y'all. All right. I got you, son. Leave me low, B. All right. Love hearing Shantae in an interview. Apparently, her record contract included the record company paying her college education. The execs didn't think she'd see it through, but she did. Word, man. Super dope. Salute. Yeah, man. Definitely, one of the great ones, man. But salute to Roxanne Shantae. All right. So, yeah, let's keep it going. Oh, off the time, like unrelated. Well, no, is related to what we're talking about. I highly recommend checking out the Women in Hip Hop documentary or docuseries, limited series that's on Netflix right now. Check that out. Really dope. A great watch. It's 4 episodes. I still got to watch the Bismarcky documentary. I don't have Showtime, but I plan to watch it soon. I'm gonna find a way. But I won't be getting Showtime. But I'm gonna find a way because that's hip hop. I will find a way. Make something out of nothing. That's what we do. You know what I mean? Don't judge me. So anyway, let's keep it pushing. All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to the homie Tim Einicle. I posted a short audio clip of an interview that I did with him while I was on vacation. So check out that interview, man. There's a link. Should be a link in the description of the video, or at least telling you where you could check it out. But yeah, it's The Library with Tim Einicle. It's on allhiphop.com. He also broadcasts live on the radio and works with Chuck D. So shout out to both him and Chuck D, which is a great segue for what I'm gonna talk about next. But let me get to these. Comments real quick. Hey, Early, my man, always coming through in the clutch. All right. This thing has me renewing my Netflix. Damn it. I'm sorry, son. Netflix has been pretty good about putting some pretty quality hip hop stuff up there from time to time. So shout out to Netflix for that, if nothing else. Peace. What's going on, Frank? What's going on? All right, let's get into this next thing. I was segue into this thing about Chuck D. Yeah, man. So Chuck at it again, man. Salute to Chuck D. Salute the Public Enemy. Also, shout out to Jalen Rose. So Chuck D was being interviewed by Jalen Rose. For those of you who don't follow basketball like that, but Chuck D was being talked to by Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose is a legendary a basketball player. Was like known in his college years, went on to the NBA to do his thing, and then was with ESPN, I believe, and so on and so forth. But they were sitting down talking, and while they were sitting down talking, they asked Chuck about who he believes is the future of hip hop and what the future of hip hop looks like. And so I have the video here so I can share it with y'all. Give me a moment. Hold on. I know what I'm gonna do. 1 second. So I gotta re-import this stuff because I did mention at the top of the show I had a technical issue, but I got y'all. No worries. But yeah, man. They were talking about the future of hip hop, and this is what ended up happening. Hold tight. Let's get this going. Shazam. All right. Here we go.
Of today, do you think
let me know if y'all can hear that,
represents the future of the rap genre?
Probably a woman, and probably Sampa the Great out of Africa. If I wanted to name somebody and really give cats the facts, Sampa the Great is probably the future. Lil Sims out of the UK.
I've been telling y'all this.
Sampa the Great is from not Zambia, but she could speak all kinds of different languages. She a woman. Women in hip hop are 33% of the in the world, or 33% of hip hop in the world. So, I mean, as far as like bringing it down to contemporary, what we see around, there's always, I mean, there's so many coming out, but I think somebody that can spit different languages, that's like somebody with a handle that could go to both hands, shoot the tray, dunk.
Yep.
Like the Wemby of rap is probably going to be somebody who's multilingual and stuff like that, but you know, you got people out there. I always name them like Substantial is dope out of DMV as an indie artist. You know, I like, you know, as far as OGs, the new OGs, Fat Joe is a new OG who's like really seriously, he's a conductor.
Son, my heart, B. Yeah, man. Shout out to Chuck D, man. Yeah, listen, I don't know how you make that segue, right? Like 1 second you talking about like the future of hip hop being female, and bigging up two artists who I listen to a lot, some of my favorite artists nowadays. How many times have we been on here talking about people I listen to, where I've talked about Little Sims, I've talked about Sampa the Great, right? And how much I bring them up all the time amongst my peer group. I was just putting on my man Micah Blacklight to Little Sims and stuff. He already hit the Sampa. And yeah, man, I'm just always bigging them up, putting my students on to them in the past and stuff. So it was dope to hear him big them up. So I was good on the video. I was just curious. I was like, why'd he tag me in this video? Because he posted it on IG yesterday and tagged me in it. Then Jalen Rose versus everybody, his account, they posted it, tagged me in it. I commented, and then Chuck like pinned my comment. Yeah, it's just, oh my God, son. Like, I'm forever great. I'm never not gonna show gratitude when somebody, you know, I'm grateful anybody on any level does that. But the reason why I hit so hard every time he does it, because like, yo, this stuff directly impacts my career. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he uses his platform all the time. Keep in mind, most of the people probably ain't making it through the full video to even see him mention me. But when he does that, he's anytime y'all, like for example, me shouting out Early, me shouting out Stephanie Gale, me shouting out AJ Rios, me shouting out Tone, me shouting out Malcolm Jackson, all of these different people I work with, respect, and music I love, and other artists who some of y'all may not be familiar with. Every time I do that, because of the platform that I have, I am potentially helping them sell more records, stream a bit more, get more opportunities. You know, these are people who I love, people I respect, and people who make good music and care about something other than just, you know, money. You know what I mean? They care about people. And so so I recognize, like, I know when I'm doing that, I'm trying to help them out. Like, because I love what they do and I love them, period. So I'm doing what I can to help them out and help get more people familiar with them, because I feel like they're great representations of artists who care about more than just the art form or whatever. They care about themselves, their people, and stuff like that. And so So I appreciate Chuck, man. I'm never not gonna have gratitude for when he does that, because yeah, man, he ain't got to do that. He ain't got to do that. And so for him to be amongst the greatest hip hop artists to ever do it, and to constantly do, like, yo, this is not a one off. The intro of my album is him like showing love. I'm not even in the room, fam, when he's doing this a lot of times. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, it's heavy. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm gonna shut up on that in case I can keep it together, bro. But yeah, means a lot, you know. Joshua McGee, hey, what up, Josh? Good to see you up in here. All good, man. You feeding the family, bro. You doing what you got to do. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back to the chat real quick. He got good taste. Laugh out like, yo, he does have good taste in music, man. I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad at none of that. Don't leak. Shut up, Steph. Shut up. Shut your face. I love you. Shut your face. All right. Hey, hold up. Clap it up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Mrs. Robinson, how you doing? How you doing, Michelle? Okay. All right. Good to see you up in here. All right. Let me take Chuck and Jalen Rose face off the screen while I'm flirting with my wife. Hey, how you doing, baby? Okay. Good to see you in the chat. All right now. All right. Back to everybody else. Okay. Hey, what's up, Early? Man, thank you, bro. Two legends. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Mrs. Robinson, how you doing? Yeah, man. Official. Indeed, yo. Indeed. Chuck is dope for that. Seriously. Indeed, yo. So good seeing the love. No doubt, man. Yeah, I'm going to post that. I'm going to repost that clip later today. But yeah, man. Yeah, so again, shout out to Chuck D. Appreciate all the love, man. Seriously. All right, on that note, we're going to keep it pushing. Get to the next thing, all right? So, as y'all know or don't know, and if you don't know, I don't know how you don't know, but because I definitely been telling y'all, but Adultish is out right now. And shout out to Bandcamp. Bandcamp again, man, showing mad love. Excuse me, about to slap my headphones off. Got excited. Shout out to Bandcamp showing mad love to Adultish. Yeah, man, shout out to Early for giving me heads up. But it's what Early does. You know what I mean? He wakes up early. He sees this, and he's the first to tell me this information because that's what Early does. He's awesome. Shout out to Early for being one of the only white people invited to like mostly black functions and then having the gall to live up to his name and be the first there. Because, you know, it's us. So we going to show up when we show up. But Early, in Early fashion, of course, is always Early. Be like the first person at the Kwanzaa function. I'm sure my people be feeling the way, but they'll be okay. But shout out to Early, man. Random joint. But back to the album. Adultish out right now. Bandcamp, ladies and gentlemen, just labeled it Best Hip Hop on Bandcamp of July 2023. And I just squeezed in there, technically, I dropped it in the middle of the month for Bandcamp, but it technically didn't come out until the 28th everywhere else. But it was nice to get recognized by Bandcamp, man. Shout out to them for always showing love. Shout out to them to, you know, always talking about like quality projects, man, highlighting a ton of quality joints. Check out this list when you can. Just look up Best Hip Hop on Bandcamp, July 2023. You'll see some other stuff. Green Lanterns up in there for a mixtape he got or a project he got, amongst other dope acts as well. But yeah, man, you know, again, thank you, Bandcamp. Word, this is great news for sure. All right, let's see. This is a great question. What was the origin of the snippet which opened Reed Richards? So good seeing the love. So if you go on Bandcamp and you go to the Reed Richards song, in the credits, it actually tells you where the sample's from. Same thing with the song The Long Route. It tells you where the music sample and vocal sample during the chorus are from in the credits on Bandcamp, as well as the physical credits on the album. And the same thing for the 1580 music sample that you hear. So like those credits are listed in the album, but rather than having you do that right now, I will give you heads up. So I mentioned Tim Einicle, The Library, that clip that I just posted of me talking about what success means to me. Basically that same show, I was interviewed on that show many years ago, and that show is affiliated with Chuck and his radio show that he does. And Tim Einenkel, has been quoted as doing some of the best interviews in hip hop. That's a quote from Chuck D. And so, yeah, man. So he was interviewing Chuck. They were talking on the radio, and Chuck said that, talking about Jada Kiss, talking about Buckshot, and then mentioned me in the same vein. And yeah. So that's where that scientist quote comes from. Hold on, somebody try to sneak in. Can you close the door, please? Thank you. My daughter was trying to sneak in just now. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, y'all. I love you. I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, man. But that's where the sample's from. Shout out to Chuck D for giving me permission to use that. Shout out to Tim Einenkel a long time ago giving me permission to pull sample from one of the interviews. Initially, I was thinking of a different interview to sample for one of my records, and then I heard that interview with Chuck, and I was like, yo, I gotta pull that one. But shout out to them for being cool with that, man. And yeah, yo, just good folk, man. Tim is a good dude, and of course Chuck is a great dude too. But yeah, man. All right, let's get back into it. Can't wait to get my vinyl. I've started a decent collection now and have nothing to play on them yet, though. No doubt, man. Congrats. Thank you, Tone. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for all you did for the record, man. We don't mind. All right. Put my friend on Adultish. She was so impressed his actual listening to your previous work as well now. Wow. Thank you so much. Man, the feedback, of course it was Dez. The feedback for the album has been great. So many people who hadn't heard of me, who heard this record, were really, really impressed. Talked a lot about the quality, how full the music is, how it does it. And this clap it up for Tone Deaf, man. On an amazing job mixing the record. Cause so many people just spoke about the quality of everything, right? I'll keep it a buck. Not every one of my albums is always, mixed at the greatest level ever. Because, unfortunately, there's times where certain things I'm doing, I don't have the budget around it to do everything the way I would like. So, you know what I mean? I end up having to do way too much myself, which is usually the case. But every now and then I'm able to, crowdfund to get pre-orders or whatever for a project and be able to kind of put some of this work in the hands of people I trust and believe in. And Tone is one of those people, and he did an amazing job. So thank you again, Tone, man, for killing it, Hey, thank you, Jay Nodic, man. I appreciate it, fam. I'm looking forward to getting your vinyl in the mail. Shout out to Jay Nodic. If y'all love dope, soulful, jazzy instrumentals, definitely check out Jay Nodic. He's a talented brother. All right, had the pleasure of rocking with him in Austin. All right. Engineering quality is top notch. Thank you, brother. All right, let's keep it pushing. But yeah, man, again, thank you, Bandcamp, for the love. Greatly appreciate it. But let's get ready to transition. Let me take something off the screen and put something else in its place. One more comment. Tone killed it. Tone absolutely killed it. Yes, he did. All right, let's switch up. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here we go. All right, hold on. Let me grab something real quick. It's time to talk about this vinyl, B. Let's talk about these vinyl records, son, that will be on their way very soon. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah, I got it in hand. I got this sexy ass in hand. Hold up. Let's switch it up. Boom. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you still have not seen the record yet, I don't know what to tell you, but it is beautiful. It is so beautiful. This album here. All right. The Adultish kicks. Hey, yes, those are also fire. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. If y'all have liked the vid, if y'all haven't liked the vid yet, please do so. Please share. Thank you, fam. Appreciate it, man. That's for any of you who feel like, damn, y'all wish the stream we had more people watching, we had more of this, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. Fam, I posted to all of my platforms, right? That's 10,000 people on one platform. Another platform I posted to has over 20,000 people there. I posted to another platform that has over nearly 14,000 people there. I posted to another platform that has over about 1,700 people there, right? I posted in all these different places where we're talking about thousands of people. And yet, whenever we do this, we're looking at usually between 15 to sometimes 30, maybe 40 people, right? Tops. So in other words, we're fighting the algorithms, right? It's not one algorithm, it's various algorithms. So if y'all don't like, if y'all don't comment, you don't participate, you don't share it and stuff like that, the numbers are going to be the numbers. I just need y'all to know, though, I'm not tripping off the numbers because, you know, I engage with those of you who are here. So if you're here right now, I appreciate you. Those of you going to watch later, I also appreciate you. Thank you. All right. But let's keep it pushing. So here's the record. That's the back of the record right there with all the credits. Hold on. Let's go. This section right here. See this section right here. That's y'all. There's a whole lot of shout outs in that section. And some of y'all names are listed. So screenshot that until you get a copy. But those of you who paid a little bit extra or have been supporting on Patreon, Bandcamp, all of these different platforms in different ways, as subscribers or back the campaign at a certain level, your name is in the credits and you got a shout out. Let me explain a certain part of this to y'all, man. Oh, Tone says, dope. I'm glad folks are digging it. Of course they are, man. I was nervous. Call all hearing. Yeah, the hearing issues. Yeah, man. Tone was definitely fighting through it, man. You're a G for that, man. Flexing his followers. Not even, bruh. Not even. My numbers are low compared to a lot of people, and I know they're super high compared to others. But the number of followers don't mean much nowadays because of these different algorithms. So a person can have 1 million followers, post something, and that thing barely get more than 1,000 or 2,000 likes in some cases. I got homies who have like between 50 to 75,000 stuff. I've seen them post stuff and it only get 150 likes. Like, that's crazy, right? Considering how many people they that follow them. But that's a conversation for another day. All right. Make sure they have notifications. YouTube didn't let me know the stream thing till around the start of the tour. Word. So yeah, definitely if y'all haven't turned on notifications yet and you just happen to be here, please do so. Hey, here's a name we don't see all the time. Is that Mrs. McGee in the building? Is that Mrs. McGee? Joshua, please confirm. You know what I mean? If so, peace. What's going on? All right. The algorithm doesn't appreciate good music, man. Listen, it's so pretty. It is. We getting back to the vinyl. Hold up. Stratus, apparently light blue is the most soothing color to humans. Tone knows something about that. Baby blue in the building. All right. Royalty in the chat. Laugh out loud. Yes, that she's your. I'm gonna stop. Quit. Man, I'm stop. All right. So anyway, let's get back to it. Hold on. Jesus only needed 12 followers. Come on, Pastor Early. Come on, Pastor Early. All right, let's get back to the record. So check this out. Since they were talking about, light blue being the most soothing color, let's talk about it. So this right here is the instrumental version of the record. Now, I'm going to put y'all on to something really, really cool that the guy who runs the manufacturing company, Mono Stereo Vinyl, shout out to them, and shout out to Green Vinyl Records as well. So listen. Let me hold on. We got some other folks. Hey, Quintus King once again, and David, peace. What's going on, fam? But let me show y'all something real cool. So if you look at the label, right? We're gonna try to get as close as possible without knocking over the company. So you see the label on there. Now, the significance of that label isn't just the design. They told me something real cool yesterday. And so this record is the first time ever that this company has done a style of label where they actually print the label onto the record. So again, what you're seeing is not a piece of paper printed and then stuck onto the vinyl. it's literally printed directly on the record. So when you get your copy, I want you to take a look at it, and I want you to think about like how CDs, a lot of times, like if you bought a CD that's manufactured a certain way, it's a printed label. It's not a printed label on most professional CDs. It's actually printed directly onto the CD itself. And so this company now has the ability to print directly onto the vinyl. So that was really, really dope. I had never really seen, that done before. Didn't even know that was an option, but they told me that my record is Adultish is the first record ever that they did like that. So, yeah, yo, y'all wilding in the chat. But yeah, man. So fun fact, I'm sure most of y'all don't really care, but when you get your copy, take a closer look and you'll notice that it's a little piece of history. But again, here's the other copy. So the green one is the actual album itself. All right. And then the blue one is the instrumentals. All right. So green for the album, blue for the instrumentals. Fun fact. All right. Y'all still going on about Jesus, man. All right. We're going to keep it pushing. So let's get this back up here. Shazam. So again, the vinyl's available right now. Go ahead, get your copy. Stuff has already began shipping out. A bunch of vinyl records went out yesterday. Both Kickstarter orders and Bandcamp orders are shipping. So thank y'all so much for the support. Let's keep it pushing. Another update for y'all. Hold on one second. Shazam. Hey, who's that guy down there? Tone Deaf currently has his Adultish snapback. The question is, where's yours? So I'm happy to announce that the Adultish snapbacks are back in stock. All right. So if you go on Bandcamp right now, you can go ahead and order you an Adultish snapback. Grab that sooner than later. Only 50 of them available. I'm about to do a convention, which means that a good amount of those will be gone very soon. So definitely, if you have not ordered your Adultish snapback and you've been eyeing it for quite some time, go ahead and grab yours right now. There are copies available. There are hats available right now exclusively on Bandcamp. So please order yours today or sometime soon, just to make sure that you can get one before they're gone. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, graphic design nerd here. There you go. Thank you, Michael. I felt like I was talking to myself that whole damn time. I was like, man, I am telling y'all some cool shit that's happened. This is amazing, right? Technology, son. Design, son. Like, we're doing something different. And people like, crickets. I think I have a crickets button here, but I'm not trying to figure out which. Matter of fact, hold on. We're going to see if I can find my. So we got the clap joint. Okay. All right. Here. That's for the bad jokes. The bad jokes. You know, dad jokes. Creepy shit. There it is. So I'm like, yo, man, listen, check it out, son. Check it out, man. Look, they printed directly on the record. And y'all was just sitting there like, oh, word stand, they printed on the record. They printed it on the. Oh, yo. Oh. Okay. But thank you, Michael, because you care. Fellow designers. Tone should care, but he don't care. Steph should care. She don't care. But thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. Jack Smart, what's going on, fam? Welcome. Thank you, Tone. Thank you. Man, Early, I appreciate you. I don't know if y'all see my face glistening, but it's hotter than usual in this joint. I'm definitely cooking. Let me take these headphones off. Because, I don't need to hear any audio at this time. But, man, I'm up in this joint baking, son. It's definitely a little hotter than usual in this piece. But, anyway, let's keep it pushing. Says, just got the CD, by the way. Going to flex it later today. Quintus, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I've never seen that before. I'm just saying, son. Look, we go back to the vinyl image real quick to see what I was talking about. So, again, for those who missed it, that label that's in the middle is not on paper. It is actually printed directly on the vinyl. So that's what we're talking about, for those who don't know. People don't appreciate print design nowadays, man. I know, son. I know. Appreciate you. Damn, there you go, son. There you go. Hype it, son. Just a little bit. Pretty sick. Thank you. All right. I left all out of the crickets. Yeah, man. So again, good stuff. People think I'm substantial. All right, which is cool. I'm gonna come back as you when I'm reincarnated. Oh man, love you, Tone. All right, man. So yeah, the vinyl available right now. You can pre-order your I'm so used to saying pre-order. You can order your vinyl right now. Ships out within 7 days. For those of you who ordered in advance, literally I have well over 100 orders still left to ship out. I've shipped out probably like 50 plus orders so far of vinyl, Kickstarter orders, like all of that stuff. And yeah, man, as quick as I ship out a bunch, like, 5 or 6 orders will come in. These are good problems. But yeah, we're a family operation. So it's me and my daughter Serenity working on all of these. So we're getting it out to you as quickly as possible. Thank y'all so much, man. But yeah, let's keep it moving. So for those who don't know, this weekend, you can, if you're in the Virginia area, you can catch me at Conjutsu in Northern Virginia. It's happening in Fairfax. It's at Fairfax Marriott in at Fair Oaks. So yeah, man, come through. It's only Saturday and Sunday. So I confirmed that I am actually performing briefly on Saturday night, and then again, we're doing a panel / sketch pads on Sunday morning, along with another performance that I'm doing for the cosplay competition, like leading into the cosplay competition. So again, if you're around this weekend, definitely come through. I will be selling copies of the album and other cool merch, including the snapbacks, all weekend long. So yeah, man, it'd be great to see you. All right, Tone, I know you do, man. It's because you're the real MVP, son. All right. I wish you could go to a show. Jack Smart, where are you based at? Let me know. You never know. I might pop up somewhere nearby at some point. But yeah, man, again, Conjutsu, come check me out. Should be a fun event. All right. At this time, man, unless y'all got questions, like we can wrap up a little bit early today. But if y'all want to get this Q&A popping, go ahead and send your questions when you get a moment. And I will answer those. Quick announcement, per usual, please support the channel if you can. You can do so by donating via Cash App, Super Chat, Super Stickers, PayPal, or Venmo. Never mandatory, but always appreciated, man. I appreciate all the support on the channel. Another way to just support the channel in general is just like when the videos pop up, watch, like, share, comment on the videos when they pop up. I appreciate you, Here we go. Got some questions coming in. Nicolette McGee, are you doing any shows in VA in November? It's funny you say that. So I'm actually submitting dates today. I'm submitting dates to Crescendo Studios, where I performed that back in May, about doing a show there in November. So I will keep you posted. I'm currently, now that I know when I may or may not be going to Nepal, that trip is actually going to be next year and not this year. So now that I know that, I'm currently working on getting back on the road and possibly doing some tour dates. So I will definitely let y'all know as I get more details. If y'all would like to see me in certain cities, now's the time to let me know. My hope is to do, kind of like last time, do a East Coast, Midwest run, and then a West Coast run as well. Can't make y'all no promises. People have to respond to emails, and unfortunately, they don't always respond to emails. So, and the other unfortunate thing is, in some cases, like I have to look into booking the venue myself in cities where I know there are fans who would come out. And that can be very expensive. And when I say very expensive, I'm talking about that's usually a $2,000 ordeal. So that being said, if I tell you that I had to book a venue in your city just for me to do a show, and then, you hit me with a whole lot of reasons as to why you can't go outside of a death in the family or illness, son, I really am not trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So just know that, man, I care about y'all. I don't feel away or take this stuff personal, but you also don't have to let me know when you can't come to a show. You ain't got to say that, because it ain't really helping me feel one way or the other. It's just kind of adding to the concern that I have been seeing a return on the investment I made to get out to where I'm going. So because a lot of these shows, they don't always cover everything. If it's not a convention or like a major show affiliated with like a big promotion company, then chances are part of the budget on how I got out there came out of my pocket, which came out of my daughter's, came out of money that I could have used to take care of my kids and all of that other stuff. So when you can show up, please do. And if you can't, you ain't got to tell me, son. You ain't got to tell me. Just keep it to yourself. I ain't going to feel away. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyway, let's get to these comments. Oh, man, hold up. While I was running my jibs. Hey, thank you, Jack, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, yo. Thank you for the support. All right. Michael Coleman, thank you as well, family. All right. Appreciate you and the music, my man. Have a good week. And you too, brother. Thank you so much, man, for the contributions. Idaho, I doubt you're coming here anytime soon. I did perform in Boise a very long time ago with Cunning Linguist. Unfortunately, I do not have a ton of fans out there. I know of you and maybe another fan that other fan consistently hits me up, but I almost never ship any merch out there, and I rarely see not even like, I don't even want to say low numbers out there, you know what I mean, in terms of streaming. Like, it almost never pops up. Any part of Idaho rarely ever pops up in my streaming numbers, at least not in the top 50 of cities or states, you know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, it's not likely, but I have performed in places not too far away. And I know it's not ideal for everybody to make a trip that's a few hours, but I do try to tell people, I was like, sometimes those little, those 2 hour, maybe 3 hour trips or hour long trips for y'all, it's still way shorter than the trip I had to make to get there. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all are paying attention, I don't always do a ton of shows. I'm not a dude who's doing 200-300 shows in a year. I don't do that. So like, I'm maybe doing somewhere between like 50 to 100 shows tops. And I almost rarely ever do 100 shows in a year that much anymore. So just know that when I come out your way, we don't know when the last time going to be, you know what I mean? So like, definitely, if you can make it, try your best to make it. All right. That's all I ask. Did the Discord already happen, or is that idea done? Idea is not done. Yo, like, it's really dragging because of me. The folks at Discord been on it, helping me out, sending me different info. It's just, it hasn't been at the top of my priority list because I've been trying to get these vinyls out and trying to do other stuff behind the scenes. So I got to get back to them. Thanks for the reminder. I'll get on it. All right. Go back into AC stand. Cool it now. I need to, bro. I need to. Are there plans for a tour to promote the album in Asia? Great question. My hope is that so I'm basically, like I said, I'm in talks about the potential of doing some hip hop cultural diplomacy work in Nepal. Once I get confirmation on that, my goal is to start there, probably go to Japan from there. A contact in China reached out about doing some things. I haven't heard from them since they mentioned the potential of doing some stuff, but my hope is that those three countries in particular, I'm going to try to start with those. The likelihood that if Nepal happens, Japan will definitely happen is pretty high. Anywhere outside of those two places, like, it's really contingent on if people reach back when I hit them up. And if they have the budget to bring me out. Definitely trying on my end. I will keep you posted. And if you're a person that's connected with folks who are doing events and stuff in certain places, by all means, let me know. If any of y'all are a part of organizations that work in education connected to the arts, that a lot of times is a way to kind of get me into your city to do non-traditional performances. And I also do speaking engagements, fam. So it ain't always got to be a concert. So if you're at a university or a local organization that supports the arts in any way or does something related to hip hop culture or the business of art and music, I do speaking engagements all around the country, globally, technically at this point. So definitely let me know. So we got a couple different ways we could do this. All right. Thanks for the question. Let's get to some other ones. All right. I know your worth video was cool. I remember asking you about making a living off music a while back, and it helped give some perspective that you don't have to be the biggest star ever to live off of it. Word. Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, man, that video, that clip, or it's more of an audio clip, like we were just really talking about like what success looks like and kind of this non-traditional route that I've taken, and how the downside to it, sometimes is that most people don't know who I am. And there are a lot of hip hop artists that are usually viewed as, definitely more recognized, sometimes more respected or whatever, and other times more talented, right? Like, and I'm okay with all of that. But I think sometimes people feel like when you're not on a certain level, like, then you can't be successful. And it's oftentimes people who don't work in that line. They don't work in that field. So they don't know what success in that field actually looks like. So you got to learn to not take that personal when people say certain things, because they just don't know. Like, they don't know. Sometimes the most paid people at some of the biggest companies in the world are not people whose names right? Like, you might know who some of the biggest basketball players in the world are, but you don't necessarily always know the name of the presidents of those organizations, or the people, basically the people who sign off on their checks. You know what I mean? The owner of these teams, this, that, and the third. You don't always know who those people are, but no one's questioning their success, right? And so, and I would argue, even with like, making the NBA reference, right? Like, any player that ultimately makes it into the league, if you made it into the NBA, if you get not even the NBA, if you made it into any league in sports where you get to make a living playing the same thing that you like grew up playing as a child, and you get to travel on someone else's dollar and play a game to support the people you care about. Doesn't mean you don't work hard, but ultimately you are just playing a game. And you get to provide. Like, fam, you could be the biggest star in the world or somebody who rides the bench. You've succeeded. Now, maybe not in your eyes, because success for you might also look like a ring, might also look like an amazing playoff run, all-star game, dunk contest, all of these different things. But that's your perception. And so, but if the ultimate goal was to make it into the league, then you are already successful. And for me, success is the fact that, like, this thing that I've loved doing since I was a child, I get to do it for a living, and I get to do it in a way that provides for the people I love most. And so anything after that, it's like those things are important too, but not more important than what I started with. Like, I get to do something I'm passionate about, that I love doing, and take care of the people I love most. Then added bonuses are I get to do it in a way that helps my community of artists, then artists in the community specifically that I'm from. Then I get to inspire people in the global community, impact people's lives in a way where, like, the music kind of helps them get through. Like, so there's so many different ways that this stuff has been, like, that I've seen success through this. And, I mentioned in that clip too how the impact on, other artists in the business. Like, there's a bunch of artists out here that literally either have a stage name that I gave them, or if they don't have a stage name I gave them, they ultimately changed their name because of advice I gave them about how that could impact their career. Then there are A&Rs who used to work for major labels who came to me when they went out on their own to help assist them with independent artists that they work with. Other artists who you're big fans of a lot of times, who've helped me, who've come to ask me to have conversations with people in my network who they're having legal situations with, right? Like, fam, I can keep going, right? Like, there's a ton of stuff that I've been able to do behind the scenes to have impact and aid others through this. So I don't question my success. You know, I do wish sometimes that a little more people knew, because I definitely know the direct impact that can have on your income at times. But like, be clear, like, you know, me doing this the way I do it and being able to provide for a family of 4, son, like that's not an easy thing to do. And that's why most people that you know who are on my level or sometimes above my level still got regular jobs, and I don't. You know what I mean? So just some food for thought. All right, enough of that. Keep it moving. If you come to NY again, I'll definitely be there, fam. I don't doubt it, man. Thank you. Clap it up for Soul Tiger. Thank you, brother. Been in and out of the chat trying to help plans for a surprise birthday party for a very important relative tomorrow. That's beautiful, man. Can't wait to get back home and listen to Adultish USB cassette. You are the man. Thank you for supporting, brother. Tortured. Yes, tour life is torture. All right. Get back to the, hey, what's going on, G? Love the vinyl. Thank you for putting me on the company so I can press mine with them, since they are environmentally friendly. That's right. So for those who don't know, Green Vinyl Records is environmentally friendly. 90% less energy used to make this. They use only recycled paper. They do not use PVC. The record also has a life that's twice as long as the typical record in terms of like how it degrades over time. So these records are built to last more so than the average vinyl record. So, man, again, shout out the Mono Stereo Vinyl, and also shout out the Green Vinyl Records, who they work with to manufacture these green vinyl records, or these eco-friendly vinyl records. Trying to do my part. Finally made it in time. Blessed mornings. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Peace, sis. Good to see you up in here. All right. I might have another 400 to spend if you come out to Texas again or Virginia in November, per the wife. Word. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, brother. All right. You know I come out in Brooklyn, Queens, anywhere in NYC. My brother. I'll definitely see you on the road then. All right. I know in chat about that sub knows it's been a minute since a live from home. Word. I'm definitely considering it. After I figure out this tour stuff, I'll definitely let y'all know. All right, hold on. Oh, man, I was going to go, but my niece had to get a haircut. When are you coming back? Yo, that's too real, fam. If you're going to put your show on the put on the show in the tri-state area, I'd be down to co-promote it, and that will cut your expenses in half. My man, I'll definitely let you know, G. I know you got a record to promote too, so we can talk about it. Time for lunch. See you later. All right, Bird. Have a good one, bro. All right. Let's get some more of these comments, and then we'll get out of here. I like the idea of speaking engagement with a couple songs performed at the end. 100%. Early Bird know all about that life. Being able to live off of it at all already sounds successful. 100%. Awesome perspective. Thank you, brother. Good definition. Stan, you killing the live performances recently. There must be a ton of footage. In my humble opinion, this would make great music video for Reed Richards. So it's funny you mentioned that. So right now there is a music video for Reed Richards being edited. So that'll likely be the first video. I do have one that's already done, but I'm probably going to drop that a little bit closer to when it gets cooler. But yeah. But music videos are on their way. All right. I love your line. I'll stop when the money stops. Still rapping. Right. All right. Wow, I didn't know they last longer too. Dope. Yeah, man. Yeah, they definitely hold up over time and have longer replay value before the quality starts to degrade than average vinyl. But yeah, man, but thank you to everybody for watching today. You know, once again, quick reminder, Adultish out right now, streaming everywhere on all platforms. I believe we're on our way to over 130,000 streams on Spotify. And it's doing pretty well on other platforms as well. It's my top streaming album at the moment right now on Amazon Music, thanks to y'all. So thank y'all so much, man, for the support. But again, man, if you haven't streamed the album yet, I don't know what you're waiting on, but please check the album out. If you haven't purchased it yet and you're a vinyl collector, just know that these copies will not be around for long. I'm doing my best to try to get rid of as many of these joints as possible to make room in my office, B. So definitely, if you can support, please do so. But I'd say to y'all, like, yo, if you waiting around till after the new year to cop the vinyl, it probably won't be in stock anymore because I've already sold about a third of it. About a third of the vinyl I manufactured is already spoken for. You know what I mean? So just know that I don't foresee this vinyl even being available, physical copies being available for a year at the rate that it's selling. You know what I mean? So especially by the time I hit tour, it might sell out. So if that's the case, it may be gone by the new year, or maybe like, you know, if I'm doubting how well it'll sell, I'll say, man, maybe it's around to like late winter, early spring of next year. That's about it. Ain't gonna make it a year. The amount of copies I got, I'm just letting you know. So I more than likely will have to do a repress, but just know if I do a repress, it's not gonna be immediate. We'll see what the demand's like, but I'm just full disclosure to y'all, letting you know where it is. All right. But on that note, let's get out of here. I should have brought my Adultish snapback with my on my trip. It's still chilling back at home in my room, still in the plastic. Word. Man, I appreciate your support, fam. It sounds like it's time to double up on the vinyl then. Word, Marquise. All right. Peace, everybody. Peace, last King Saint. All right. Have a good weekend. Yeah, man. All right. On that note, y'all take care, man. I'll see you next. I'll see you soon. Talk to you soon. And y'all be good, man. Have a great weekend, y'all. Peace, 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 peace.